Don't throw your stance in Jesus away by living like the world. Being a Christian is not a part-time job, it's full-time. We've got to remember this. We're being watched all the time. You don't know who's looking at you. And you might think you're just doing life, but people are watching you. And there's good reason for that. Because people are looking for a hope and an answer, and they need somebody who will show them the way. And let it be us. The Christians, we need to stand up. This has never been more in your face than in our country right now. With all that's happening politically and all that is the potential to happen, we need to stand up and believe and say what we believe, live what we believe, and act like we believe. Not only when we come to church. Sunday night, you just turn it off and you go back to whatever mode. And that doesn't happen here. This is other churches. This is not us. Some people put rocks together to build them up. Somewhere for others to come. A safe place. Warm out of the weather. A place to build others up. Can we put the picture up, please? It might be a little difficult to see the detail in this, but this is a stone house built by Paul and Pauline Nichols, our camera people, in the 70s? 100 years ago anyway. I remember seeing these photos and talking to Paul and Pauline about it a long time ago. This was made up of old buildings, old ruins and rocks, and put together, and they made not a house, but they made a home out of it. So some people put rocks together to build up. Paul and Pauline built a house out of rocks, and it's not just a house, it was their home. Some people build up walls to keep others away. It's easy. Make up of all shapes and sizes, but when you put them together, they become a home, a safeguard for security. So in that house, in that home, there's large rocks, there's small rocks, there's medium-sized rocks. And I've got a rock here, and I could imagine in the putting together of those rocks, there would have been, same as the rock walls that are out here and around the side, sometimes you need to slip a little rock in there so that the big rock can be supported. So it sits square, it sits plumb, it sits straight. Do you know what? Every one of us is a rock. Every one of us, take one out, bang, and the thing comes crashing down. We need each other. We need to be built up together. We need to be working together. We need to be, the foundations are being laid, and we need to build upon and keep putting stone upon stone, precept upon precept. Sometimes when these rocks are put together and these places are formed, a safeguard for security, and yes, sometimes it's warranted. We need to build walls to protect ourselves. Sometimes we need to do this for protection. Sometimes we need to do it from shelter from the storms. Matthew 16 verse 18, God is building his church and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. John 14:2, in my Father's house there are many rooms. I go to prepare a place for you. There's building happening all the time, and these rocks are being put together. You see yourself as a rock, as a stone. That without you, the rest of the building can't come together.